Hey, Luna. It's so good to see you again. How's life treating you these days?
Hey, Ethan. I'm doing pretty well, thank you. Life's been a little hectic, but I can't complain. What about you?
Yeah, same here. Juggling work, family, and trying to get enough sleep. The usual story.
Yeah, I totally get that. These days, even sleep feels like a luxury.
Exactly. So, I was thinking today we could talk about something a bit lighthearted. Our first meeting story.
Oh, that's a lovely idea. I still remember that day so clearly. It feels like it just happened yesterday.
Right? Time really flies. Meaning, time passes very quickly.
Exactly. But before we start walking down memory lane, do you want another coffee?
Nah, I'm good. Let's save the refills for later. So, where should we begin?
Maybe from the very beginning, the day we first met at the library, right?
Yes, the university library. You were sitting in the corner, surrounded by a mountain of books.
Oh gosh, don't remind me. I was preparing for my final exams and I looked like a total zombie.
True, but a cute zombie.
Excuse me, a cute zombie? That's an interesting compliment.
I mean, you looked exhausted, but still focused, like someone on a mission.
Well, I was on a mission to survive that week without losing my mind.
Triple. I remember walking past your table and thinking, wow, this girl means business.
You make it sound so dramatic.
It was dramatic. You had sticky notes everywhere. Blue, yellow, pink. It looked like a rainbow explosion on your desk.
That's how I study. Organized chaos.
That's an idiom right there. Organized chaos. Meaning something that looks messy, but actually works.
Exactly. My desk might look like a disaster zone, but I knew where everything was.
So, how did we actually start talking that day? I remember something about a pen, right?
Oh, yes. You borrowed my pen because yours stopped working.
Right. I think I said something like, "Excuse me, can I borrow your pen for a sec?"
Yeah, and I remember looking up and thinking, who's this guy with the confused face?
I was nervous. You looked so serious, like you were solving world problems.
I was just solving math problems, but close enough.
And then when I tried to return your pen, it slipped from my hand and fell under the table.
Oh, yes, the legendary pen fall. You went red like a tomato.
I did. It was so embarrassing. I thought, great, my first impression, clumsy and awkward.
But it was kind of cute, actually. You seemed really shy and genuine.
Really? I thought I totally blew it, meaning messed it up.
Nope. You were polite, and you even said thank you 3 times in one sentence.
That sounds like me. When I'm nervous, I talk too much.
I noticed, but you were nice. I think that's what made the moment memorable.
Oh, that's sweet. First impressions last a lifetime, meaning the first time you meet someone often shapes how you remember them.
True. And that day definitely stuck in my memory.
Same here. It's funny how a simple moment, like borrowing a pen, can start a friendship.
Yeah, life works in mysterious ways, meaning sometimes things happen unexpectedly, but beautifully.
Do you remember what we talked about after that?
I think you asked what subject I was studying, and we ended up talking about exam stress.
Oh, right. And you told me your secret for staying awake during late-night study sessions.
Coffee and cold water on the face. Not the healthiest method, but it worked.
Yeah, you said desperate times call for desperate measures.
That's still true.
Then we bumped into each other again a few days later in the cafeteria, didn't we?
Yes, and I remember you waved from across the room, almost knocking over your tray.
I was trying to look friendly, not clumsy.
You were both, but that's what made it funny.
That day, we actually had our first real conversation.
Yeah, we talked about our favorite food, and you couldn't believe I didn't like pizza.
Still can't believe it. Who doesn't like pizza? That's almost a crime.
I'm just not a fan, but I love sushi, and you said, raw fish? No thank you.
Yeah, I said it with a face like I'd seen a ghost.
Exactly. We were total opposites, but we somehow clicked.
True. Opposites attract, right?
Yup. That's another idiom. We've used quite a few already.
Uncalled, time flies, organized chaos, blew it, life works in mysterious ways, and now opposites attract. We're on a roll.
Smiling warmly. Look at us, making an English lesson out of our story.
True, but it's kind of nice. Our story has all the elements of a movie. Coffee, clumsy moments, and laughter.
Don't forget the stress and exam tears.
Right, the emotional drama part.
Honestly, though, looking back, I think meeting you made that exam week a little less scary.
That's really nice to hear, Luna. You made it special for me, too.
Aw, that's sweet.
You know what they say? Every cloud has a silver lining, meaning there's something good in every bad situation.
So true. The exams were tough, but meeting you was the silver lining.
Wow, that means a lot.
I mean it. Sometimes small moments change everything.
No. Yeah. Sometimes the smallest things take up the most room in your heart. I smile shyly.
That's beautiful, Ethan.
Okay, now you tell me, what was your first impression of me? Be honest.
My honest first impression? You look like someone who always followed the rules. Neat hair, tidy books, serious face.
Hey, I was trying to look smart.
You did, but then you dropped the pen and I realized you were just human like the rest of us.
Wow, that pen really played an important role in our story.
Definitely. Maybe we should name it The Magic Pen of Friendship.
That sounds like a children's book title.
Giggling. Who knows? Maybe someday we'll write it.
Maybe. Anyway, I think that's a perfect place to pause our story for today.
Agreed. But don't think you're off the hook yet. Next time, I'll tell my side of what happened after that day.
Deal. Can't wait to hear it.
Okay, Ethan, you told your side of the story. Now it's my turn.
Uh-oh. Should I be nervous?
Maybe a little. Don't worry, I'll be nice, mostly.
I have a bad feeling about this already.
So let's rewind to that day at the library. You remember it as the pen story, but for me, it was the day of panic.
Panic? Why panic?
Because I was running late. I had already spilled coffee on my notes that morning, missed the bus, and then finally reached the library looking like I'd fought a storm.
Oh, that explains the messy hair that day.
Hey, don't remind me. I had bad hair day written all over my face.
True, but honestly, I didn't even notice.
That's sweet, but I did anyway. When you came and asked for a pen, I was like, why me? There are literally 20 other people here.
Really? I had no idea you were thinking that.
Of course I was. But then you smiled and I thought, okay, he looks harmless.
Wow, what a great first impression. Harmless.
Hey, that's better than weird.
True. I'll take harmless any day.
When you dropped the pen, I remember trying so hard not to laugh. You looked so embarrassed, like a kid caught stealing cookies.
Oh no, I still remember that moment in slow motion.
You went under the table to pick it up, and I could see your ears turning red.
Please stop, I can feel the embarrassment again.
Sorry. But you know what? That moment actually made you seem more real. Like, not the typical perfect student, but someone down to earth.
That's nice to hear. I guess my clumsiness had a silver lining after all.
Exactly. Every awkward moment tells a story.
So, what happened after I left that day?
Oh, after you left, I remember thinking, he seemed interesting. And I didn't realize it then, but I kept noticing you around campus after that.
Really? You noticed me?
Yeah, the guy who walks fast but always trips over his shoelaces. Kind of hard not to notice.
Hey, I only tripped twice. Maybe 3 times. Okay, fine. 4.
It's okay. That made you memorable.
Well, mission accomplished, I guess.
Anyway, the next time I saw you was in the cafeteria. You were carrying that huge tray of food.
Ah, yes. My brave moment of waving while balancing 3 drinks and a sandwich.
You looked like you were doing a circus act. I thought the drinks were going to fly any second.
I was this close to spilling everything.
And then you came over, sat down, and said, Hey, you're the pen girl.
Oh no, I actually said that?
You did. I remember thinking, well, I guess I'm pen girl now.
To be fair, that's a cool nickname.
Yeah, it grew on me.
So that's when we started talking properly, right?
Yep. You asked what I was studying, and I said business. Then I asked you about your major, and you said computer science, and started explaining how coding works.
Oh no, did I start geeking out?
You totally did. You were like, so basically, coding is like teaching the computer how to think.
Oh no, I was trying to sound smart, wasn't I?
You did sound smart and passionate. I thought it was kind of cute how excited you got.
That's a relief. I thought you'd think I was boring.
Nope. Actually, that conversation made me feel comfortable. You were funny, polite, and surprisingly easy to talk to.
Oh, that's nice to hear. I remember thinking you were really confident, like someone who knew exactly what you wanted.
Well, fake it till you make it, right?
That's one of my favorite sayings.
See? Great minds think alike.
Definitely.
You know, that day, I went back to my dorm and told my roommate, I met this guy today. He dropped a pen and almost spilled lunch, but he was really sweet.
So you made it into roommate gossip, huh?
Oh yeah, you became a hot topic for a few days.
Wow, I'm honored.
Don't flatter yourself.
Okay, I won't. But honestly, I'm glad you remember all those details.
How could I not? It's one of those memories that sticks, like a song you can't get out of your head.
That's poetic.
Maybe, but it's true. Some first meetings just stay with you.
Yeah. You meet hundreds of people, but only a few leave footprints in your memory.
That's beautifully said. You should write that down.
Okay, footprints in memory. Sounds deep, right?
Very deep. I'm impressed.
So, if we hadn't met that day, do you think we'd still have become friends somehow?
Maybe. I believe what's meant to be will always find a way.
That's such a comforting thought.
Yeah. Life has a funny way of connecting dots, you know?
True. I think sometimes we don't realize the importance of small moments until later.
Exactly. That's why I love looking back. It reminds me that even a small gesture, like lending a pen, can change your story.
Well, in that case, I owe everything to your pen.
And I owe it to your clumsiness.
So we're even.
Yep, 50-50.
You know, Luna, hearing your version makes the whole story even better.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't realize how many little things you noticed. It's amazing how two people can experience the same moment differently.
That's the beauty of stories. Everyone has their own angle.
True. Maybe next time we can talk about our first group project together. That was another adventure.
Oh, yes. The sleepless nights, the coffee overdose, and your computer crashing at 3 a.m.
Don't remind me. That was chaos.
Organized chaos, just like my study table.
You brought that back.
Of course, some phrases never get old.
You're right. And neither does our story. So, Luna, after that pen incident and our cafeteria talk, everything changed, didn't it?
Nodding. It really did. Who would have thought that a small library moment could start such a long friendship?
Yeah. Life is full of surprises.
You can say that again. After that, we started bumping into each other almost every day.
Yeah, it was like the universe was planning our meetings.
Smiling. Maybe it was destiny. Remember that time we ran into each other at the bus stop during the rain?
Oh, yes. You were holding that tiny umbrella that could barely cover one person?
Hey, it was the only one I had. You look like a drowned cat standing there.
Pretending to be offended. A drowned cat? Thanks for that image.
Giggles. I'm just telling the truth. You were soaking wet, and I said, "Come under the umbrella."
Yeah, and then the wind blew it inside out.
Oh, that was hilarious. People were staring at us like we were in some romantic movie scene.
Except we were just two cold, wet, miserable students trying to survive the storm.
True. That was one of those we'll laugh about it later moments.
Yeah, it was a classic comedy of errors.
Exactly. But even with all that chaos, I remember we still had fun.
That's what I liked about you. You always found a way to smile, even when things went wrong.
Aw, that's sweet. You know what they say? When life gives you lemons, make lemonade.
That's definitely your motto.
Grins. And yours was, let's fix it with technology.
Guilty as charged.
You were always that tech guy, fixing everyone's laptop or explaining something complicated like it was no big deal.
Yeah, I enjoyed helping. It made me feel useful.
And you were. I remember the night before our first group presentation, my slides got deleted and you saved the day.
Oh, that night. I stayed up till 2 a.m. recovering your file.
You were a lifesaver.
It was nothing. I was just returning the favor for the pen.
You'll never forget that pen, will you?
Never. It's the symbol of our friendship now.
We should frame it. The pen that started it all.
That would be funny. We could hang it on the wall like a trophy.
Exactly. Anyway, after that project, we started hanging out more, didn't we?
Yeah, I remember we began studying together. And honestly, you made studying so much more fun.
Really? I thought I distracted you with my random singing sessions.
Grinning? You did. But that's what made it fun. You turned serious moments into laughter.
Well, laughter is the best medicine.
True. And we needed a lot of it during finals week.
Oh, yes. That week was insane. I was living on coffee and instant noodles.
Same here. I think I once drank 4 cups of coffee in a row.
Mock shock. 4? No wonder your eyes looked like saucers.
Yeah, I was practically vibrating with caffeine.
You know what I loved about those days? We were broke, tired, and stressed, but somehow we still had fun.
Yeah, those were the good old days.
Exactly. Remember our exam break tradition?
Oh, yeah. We'd take a break, grab snacks, and walk around campus at night just to clear our heads.
Those little walks were so peaceful. The campus was quiet and the air felt calm.
I loved those moments. They helped me realize that even in stressful times, small joys matter.
Smiling softly. You've always been thoughtful, Ethan.
Maybe. I guess I just like meaningful things.
Same here. That's probably why we clicked so well. We both enjoyed deep conversations.
True. You're the only person I could talk to about both silly things and serious stuff.
Like 1 minute we'd discuss pizza toppings and the next we'd be talking about life goals.
Exactly. You once asked me, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And I froze.
Yeah, you looked like I asked you to solve a math equation.
It caught me off guard. But you know, that conversation made me think seriously about my future.
Smiling warmly. I'm glad. I think we both helped each other grow in our own ways.
That's true. You made me more social and I made you more tech savvy.
Definitely. Before I met you, I didn't even know how to reset a router.
And now you're practically a pro.
Thanks to your endless tutorials.
You know what they say, practice makes perfect. Meaning, the more you do something, the better you get at it.
That's another good one. We've learned more idioms than grammar lessons today.
And in a more fun way, too.
So, if you had to describe our friendship in one word, what would it be?
I'd say genuine. It's rare to find someone you can be yourself with.
That's beautiful. I'd say unbreakable. Even if we fight, we always find our way back.
That's true. Remember our first argument?
Oh no, don't remind me.
The group project disaster?
Yep, we couldn't agree on the presentation slides and I stormed out.
And I sat there thinking, well, that escalated quickly. Meaning, a situation got serious or intense suddenly.
Yeah, I was just stressed. But you handled it so calmly.
I just waited for you to cool down, then texted, peace offering, coffee.
That message melted my anger instantly. You're good with words.
Sometimes all you need is a cup of coffee to fix things.
True. And that's when I realized you're not just kind,
you're patient.
Thanks, Luna. I think that argument actually made our friendship stronger after that,
Yeah, because we learned how to communicate better after that.
and how to forgive faster.
Exactly. No friendship is perfect, but the best ones always bounce back.
Meaning, recover quickly after problems. Well said.
You know, when I think back, it's funny how we went from strangers to study buddies and then best friends.
Yeah. It's like every chapter of our story had its own little adventure.
And I wouldn't change a single thing.
Same here.
You know, Ethan, it's crazy to think how one random meeting can change your life.
Yeah. That's why I believe in small beginnings. Great things often start in simple ways.
Couldn't agree more.
So, what do you think our next chapter looks like?
Maybe new goals, new adventures, but the same friendship.
I like that answer. You always know how to say the right thing.
I try my best. So, Luna, after that first week, everything changed, didn't it?
Yeah, it really did. We started meeting more often. Study sessions slowly turned into long talks about random things, movies, dreams, life.
Oh, yes! That was when we discovered we had so many things in common. Same favorite songs, same favorite movies, even the same favorite ice cream flavor.
And we both hated math.
Don't even start. Math was my worst enemy.
I'll never forget the day you finally solved that big algebra question. You were so happy, and I clapped like crazy.
Yeah, I remember that. You made it feel like I'd just won an award.
You kind of did. That's what friends are for, to celebrate even the small victories.
So, you've always been like that, Ethan. Supportive, kind. You made everything easier for me.
Thanks, Luna. That means a lot coming from you.
It's true. When I moved to the city, I didn't know anyone. I was scared and felt really lonely. But then you showed up, like sunshine after rain.
Sunshine after rain. I like that. It means bringing happiness after sadness, right?
Exactly. And that's what you did.
I guess it was meant to be.
No, you know what they say. A friend in need is a friend indeed.
Ah, yes. That's one of my favorite idioms. It means that true friends are the ones who help you when you really need them.
And that's exactly what you did for me. You helped me feel at home.
I'm glad, because you helped me too. You reminded me how nice it feels to just be there for someone.
You know, sometimes I think, what if we never met that day in the library?
Maybe life would have been a bit quieter.
Or maybe a lot more boring.
Yeah, you're right.
But I believe everything happens for a reason.
That's one of my favorite sayings too.
Because that random meeting on an ordinary day ended up being something so special.
True. Life is full of surprises. Sometimes the smallest moments become the biggest memories.
Like how a simple question, do you have an extra pen, changed everything.
Yep. That one pen started a beautiful story.
See, that's why I always say, never underestimate small beginnings.
You sound like a philosopher now.
Maybe I've just learned from our story.
You know, this reminds me of another idiom, to hit it off.
Oh, that means when two people become friends quickly, right?
Exactly. And that's what happened with us. We just hit it off instantly.
Yeah, there were no awkward silences, no weird moments, just comfortable conversation.
That's rare these days. Usually first meetings are full of awkward pauses.
Maybe it worked because we were just ourselves. No pretending, no trying too hard.
True. That's the best part. It was genuine.
You know, thinking back, it's funny how something so small turned into one of the best memories of my life.
Same here. Sometimes the best things happen when you least expect them.
Yeah, go with the flow, as people say. It means just relax and let life happen naturally.
I love that. Our friendship really is proof that when you go with the flow, things fall into place.
That's beautiful, Ethan. I think our story shows how powerful kindness can be.
I agree. A smile, a kind word, even a small act, it can change someone's day or maybe even their life.
Exactly. Everyone probably has a first meeting story that stays in their heart forever.
True. It's not just about what happens, it's about how it makes you feel.
And this one still makes me smile every time I think about it.
Wow, time really flew by.
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun, right? It means time passes quickly when you're enjoying yourself.
Exactly. Talking to you always makes time disappear.
That's sweet of you to say.
You know, maybe one day we'll tell this story to someone else and laugh about how shy we were that day.
Oh, definitely. Maybe we'll even turn it into a movie one day.
Good idea. But let's not forget the lesson of our story. Always be kind, be open, and never say no to helping someone.
Especially if it's about sharing a pen.
That pen will go down in history.
You know, Ethan, I'm really glad we met.
Me too, Luna. Meeting you was one of the best things that ever happened to me.
Aw, that's so sweet. You're gonna make me cry.
Oh, hey, don't cry. We're supposed to end this story with a smile.
You're right. So let's end it on this note. Friendship begins with kindness.
Perfect ending. So, coffee again next week?
You read my mind. Same cafe, same time,
Done deal?
to our friendship, and to that famous pen.
To small moments that become big stories.